Hey family, I want to say welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. I have a wonderful testimony and really, what's been going on with me lately. So it's a little bit different. I'm sitting down at the kitchen table. I got a little seafood. I am hungry. So I said, why not just sit down with my family and eat a little mukbang, a little different, And I got some good seafood from where I'm living, where I stay at. It's a nice little seafood place. Got some shrimps, some crab legs, some eggs, the whole shebang. Y'all know how it is. So excuse me if y'all see me grubbing a little bit too much versus talking. So what I want to talk to you guys about, and hopefully, I definitely prayed and told the Lord speak and use me through this video. But don't pay attention to me, the presentation around, not even me, okay? I look a mess, but not even me. But pay attention to the word and what God is saying to somebody, And I pray that this increase your faith, this increase your walk with the Lord on a whole nother level. So let's get started. So I want to talk about, the time when God told me to leave from my job. It's a little bit spicy now. But I want to talk about the time where God told me to leave from my job. I was at a point in my life where I was just tired. I am a single parent, for those who don't know. I have two beautiful little girls. And I felt like my walk with the Lord, it was so hard for me to put God in that midst, in the schedule. I was too busy in the morning, getting us together, getting them dropped off to daycare and school, me going to work, going to work, slaving. Come on now, if we want to be honest. Then leaving from work, coming home, preparing dinner, bath time, bed, do it all over. When I try to pick up that Bible, and let's be honest, we're going to be real, even trying to pray, it was just so hard for me. I was so tired and drained mentally, physically. I didn't have time to pray, read my Bible, none of that. So I was already at a state and a place in my life where I was tired. I was just I wanted something different. And I see this video going to be, it's going to have to be in some series, y'all, so I get to talking. Okay, so anyhow, I was on a job and God pulled me away from the job. At that moment, I did not know why he was pulling me away. I just knew that I outgrown where I was at. So I was off of work for a little bit. And I had a little money saved up, so we were kind of living off of that, and I was, okay. Then, of course, pockets started getting dry. I said, okay, let me find another job. Let me find something. And I started working for this other job. And I loved the job. But it was to the place where it was at the point in my life God was making me uncomfortable. No matter where I was at, no matter what I was doing, I was getting so uncomfortable to where I'm like, no, I'm tired of talking on the phone to these people. And the job is so basic and easy, but why it seems like it's taking me forever to grab hold? Usually I'm the type, you show me or I do it once I have it. It's just taking me so much, to understand, or they making it like difficult. And the Lord spoke to me and was like, no, it's me. It's my doing it. I have to agitate you to move you. Because other than that, I'm going to stick with it, and I'm going to sit there, and I'm going to get my coins, and I'm going to go home. It was a week before Thanksgiving, and I felt the urge to, sorry guys. It was a week before Thanksgiving, and I felt the urge to leave. I felt the urge that God was telling me to get up, and it's time for you to quit. It's time for you to quit. I ignored it. I called my sister. I talked to her. I'm like, sis, I'm feeling like the Lord is telling me to leave. And, you know, she told me, do that. Do it. Now, in my mind, I'm like, nah, I can't do that. I got kids. God, it's the holiday time. Birthdays coming. No. And he like, yeah. So I fought with God for maybe about a week. I went back. We had like a little Thanksgiving break or something. I ended up going back. That day, the Holy Spirit sat on me so hard and convicted me. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I said, you're not supposed to work. Get up off this job. So at that moment, we went on break. I didn't go back. I know it sounds so horrible, but I didn't go back. I let them know, you know, I resigned. It's over. And I quit and I stopped. Remind you, your girl went back to work because my funds was low. God, I'm at the point in my life where I need this job, you know, my livelihood, my children. And now you tell me to quit right before the holidays? I wrestled for a minute, but within a week, I quit. I quit the job. Remind you, I don't have any other source of income. At this moment, I don't have anything. But I knew God was going to take me on a faith walk with him that I never had been on. I believe God. But you know, it's so easy to say that you believe God up until the point. Let me stop playing with your shrimp, trying to be cute for y'all. But you know how you say you believe God up until the point that God really pulled your cord? You know what I mean? I never was in a place that I had to totally depend on God because I knew, okay, I got this 9 to 5. I got this, that. Baby savings, dry. Account, dry. Do you hear me? But I did what the Lord told me to do. And he told me, if you leave this job and you chase after me, everything that you desire and everything that you need, I'm going to do it. I got you. So during my walk, and remind you, this was in November. So from December of 2021 all the way up until now, and we in what, July 2022, the Lord have kept me by the mercy and grace. He have kept me and my kids. Anytime I need anything at any given moment, the Lord provide and supply. Sometimes I don't know how he gonna do it, when he gonna do it, but I just believe that he's gonna do it. None of this caught him by surprise. He knew it costs money. You know, like the Bible say, money answereth all things. He knew I have to pay bills. I still have a livelihood. But it was in my obedience. And God said, do it. I questioned it. But at the end of the day, I did it. And there was times, y'all, I boo-hooed and cried. I didn't understand where my next meal, dollar. But God always blessed somebody else and put me on the mind. And came through right when I needed it. And I'm so grateful. And I want somebody to know, if God's telling you to do anything, not for say, you know, not say he's telling you to quit your job, but whatever the Lord say, just do it. It's for your good. It's for your good. You maybe don't understand. Don't be like how I was, trying to understand everything. God is a God that don't make no sense. So he going to have you doing something and you're going to be like, what? Why you didn't have me quit my job when I had 20K and 15K in the bank? You waited till I was dry to the bone and say quit. But he did that way, that he can show me that he is who he say he is. I quote it, I say it, that he's Jehovah Jireh, my provider, the Lord provide. He definitely took me down a journey in a season where I had to totally depend on him. Not nobody but God. And God provided every resource for me. And it was just not for me, it was for my kids. But it was so much I have grown and I have learned in that time. To just be like, I'm not worried. God got it. And if he don't supply it, it ain't that door. He got something else better and greater. So, and there's so much more in between that I'm going to touch on in detail. But the moral of the story is, God called me off my job. not to work. I have so many people. You know how you talk to somebody about something and they look at you like this, you can discern and feel like this girl done lost her mind. I told you what? But everybody is not called. Everybody's not going to go with me, and everybody is not. God didn't give everybody the same call, I'm just grateful to know when he did knock and when he did send the signal, I was very sensitive to know that this is the Lord's talking and this is the Lord's doing. And it is marvelous in my sight. You know what I mean? Because I could have forfeited my place, my position. I could have forfeited what the Lord is doing now in my life. And yet and still, I don't know everything what he's doing. But what I do know is me and my kids is not going to go without. I know that God have me. I know that my steps are ordered. I know that everybody's not going to understand what I tell them, and it's okay. Everybody can't go with you. So I just want to let somebody to know to keep the faith, trust and believe. Look at me. He did it for me. I was a hard-headed, stubborn. It's so many barriers that God had broke down just by doing one thing. I got so much peace in my life. My schedule is not bombarded. I'm very free and liberty in the spirit that I can just allow God to flow. So it's not so much crammed in where I can't hear God because there's so much in my mind. But it's like I'm so free in liberty to where if God want to use me and do something, he's able to use me to get it down. I'm not so bombarded in my mind, got so much junk crammed in there, worried about day-to-day things, that when God speaks, I can hear him. I have time to worship with God. I got time to pray, to open my Bible to get, just revelation of God, get an understanding of him more and more. I have grown mentally in this journey, and I don't know what, like I say, the future holds and what's going to happen, but I do know that God will provide provision for the vision. You know what I mean? I know, wherever he's taking me to, the people is there, the door is already open. I just have to get there. But in this time, I'm just really working on me, self-love, healing, parenting, just learning about myself, not needing nobody else to affirm me, getting out that introvert, as we say, mindset, all that shyness, and I don't need nobody. I stick to myself. I'm cool. We all need somebody, baby. It's like a community. Come on now, the way these devils be coming at us, it's going to take everything, everybody intercede. So I'm learning to break that carnal mind and the way that society, culture this day tell us. It's a lot of things I went through in these 8 months that I am going to come back and share with you guys. But overall, I just wanted to put a video out and say that when God told me to quit my job and come off my job, when God told me, I won't even say quit, it was a transition time for me. It was a transition time for me, and God said, now is the time. And I couldn't miss the call. As bad as I wanted to be stubborn and wanted to take control of my life at that moment, my spirit knew this was the time. I had to do it. So I didn't try to get understanding of how I was going to pay a bill. I just did it. And I walked by faith. And I had to hold on to every promise God made. Even when everything was contradicting what God said, I had to stick to what God had told me. And I'm still here. The lights is still on. Food on the table. Every time that I need things, my desires, they was already met. God provided for me. He put a ram in the bush for me. And that's no lie. And I'm grateful. And I just wanted to tell somebody else, hold on to God's hands. If he tell you to do something, it's in your obedience. And then the instruction that God give you, that's going to unlock so many doors and take you to the next level. We don't always know what we need for ourselves. We don't know what we need for ourselves. God said on a good day, we as filthy rags. So that means in this flesh, don't no good thing dwell. It's going to go by emotions. It's going to have you feeling certain ways. It's going to have, it's bipolar. You cannot count on your flesh and your own being. You have to have the Spirit. The Holy Spirit guide you. And let God, just do what he want to do. He's the creator. He's the creator, So, I love you guys. Stay tuned. I am going to come back and give some more insight in depth on kind of like just different things and I was up against and how I was able to overcome. So, stay tuned. I love you guys. Until next time.